right, this is DuckCast 24. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of things
yeah,
have happened since last time, baby.
a lot of shit actually. We have a new president, Zach. Well, yeah,
I knew you were gonna say something about that.
let's just immediately go
How
there.
can you say that? We got new Pokemon games, yeah, and your new presents. What you're worried about?
I yeah, everyone's talking about the new Pokemon, but yeah, I don't.
I I got things to say about the Pokemon games, but I think I'll save that for something else that I'll talk about later? Question mark in the Duckcast or now? I don't know what you want to do.
We're both working on new stuff, and I guess we can talk about that. We should bring that up at one point, but maybe let's talk about just like planet Earth and its stability right now.
Okay. The global environment, global warming, I should say,
Global
is doing
warming.
fine.
So I'm not gonna, honest to God, it was like this before. It's like it now. I'm not gonna talk about who I supported. I'm not gonna talk. No matter what, I was gonna be disappointed with the results of the election. But I did actually think about it more and more, like how the Bemis and Company characters, not the real people, just the characters, would have kind of reacted. Like, started thinking, who are the characters gonna vote for? What are they gonna do?
Well, it's a little too late now to make an election video or presidential
This is just in my. This was just in my head. But you ever think about that? Probably not.
No. Absolutely, nope. I bet Sicko would have better things to do, like still looking for Spoonie and making a new gadget or whatever. You know, he's
What
got
about
better
Wally?
things to do. Wally still is bent on revenge, wanting to take over Zifprod.
The way I pictured it in my head is like the character version of myself. Again, the character version of myself, not the real me, was definitely a Trump supporter, but not like I choose Trump over Hillary. Like, he was just a full-on Trump supporter. That's just a stereotype I get with the character. He's like very aggressive. Not that all Trump supporters are aggressive, but I don't know.
You already said too much.
Already said too much. No, but like I don't know, but like my idea for it was Michael, like if I ever made a video on, which again it is too late, Michael was gonna he was gonna be like this huge Trump supporter, but then the very second Trump won, he was gonna become horrified because like the reason for it is he was gonna pick the one candidate he thought didn't have a chance to win. So when that candidate lost, he could act pissed off, but when he actually won, Michael just starts to panic because now he feels responsible. I had ideas for a video, like it was just gonna kind of be like an apocalyptic scenario. And obviously, it was going to be exaggerated. I don't think that the world, the U.S. as we know it, is over now. I'm actually very hopeful.
I'm actually kind of glad you didn't, though, because like I hate when YouTubers do these like as if it's like a trending thing like Pokemon Go. It's like it's the presidential election. You can't make it into your own little trendy craze, your own little special kind of video for your channel.
And like the thing is, I was definitely going to try to watch, and again, this would have been an after the election video, but like I was always trying to watch it because I fucking hate when TV shows and YouTubers especially tell you who to vote for. Like, you know,
did you ever see those commercials? Like, I think it was Nickelodeon that made him like vote for the president, like the kids vote or something like that, something stupid.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you doing?
But they didn't like tell you who to vote for those.
No, it was just something like you can't be giving kids the ideas of this. They need to enjoy their childhood. You just don't push this.
Don't put this on them.
Why
I didn't mind that when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, like I was very small.
Did they ever do that when you were a kid? I don't remember that at all.
I remember watching the Nickelodeon things when I was a kid, like the little songs, and I always kind of got like a little excited for it. Like I didn't really know anything about anyone who was running. The first election I remember was the one in 2004, and I remember watching all of those, and I was just like, I didn't really care which one of them won. I was like, okay, cool. Where someone new is going to be leading the country, whatever. I had no idea what a president actually did. Like, they were kind of like, in my head, they were just like the king of the United States. But like, I didn't like it. Never really bothered me. Then 2008 came along, and I had no opinion. Then 2012 came along, and I had no opinion. Then 2016 came along, and I did have an opinion. But again, I won't share them on the show. It doesn't even really matter that much anymore. Again, I'm not gonna influence someone to vote in a way they wouldn't normally vote. I do hate people doing that though, because you got to come to your own conclusion.
I think I remember the first time I started to try to get into politics was like during the Obama and Romney election, and then I quickly, like at first I was like, I'm gonna start to watch a bit more of this, and then like not even a day later, it's just like my mind started to drift off into other things, and then like weeks went by, and it's like, wow, I haven't really been paying attention as much as I should have. And then with this
Yeah.
recent election, you know, here and there, I guess I've started to realize like I just shouldn't really. Maybe I shouldn't say
I'm
that, but I'm not saying I shouldn't care as much, but I shouldn't be a little too passionate about it as much as most people should be. I think, at least with our last election. I don't know.
politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rough. Like I don't know enough of what I'm talking about to also like the video was going to be completely like it wasn't going to be like poking fun of either Trump or Hillary. It was going to be poking fun
Like
of.
it's hard to do a video like that unless if you are actually really into politics, and if you're really
Yeah.
not, you can't kid yourself.
Yeah, the video I was going to do is going to be more about like the reaction that people had to Trump winning the election.
Mhm.
Again, kind of making fun of both sides. Like again, I always, even if I do have an opinion, I'm always going to try to make it like not make it one-sided, just because
I think South Park did it perfectly, though.
South Park did a very good job. They definitely leaned more towards Hillary, and I didn't mind that.
Well, I mean, post-Trump. Well, yeah.
I didn't mind that at all until they flat out said vote for Hillary Clinton. And again, I'm not saying that I was more Hillary or more Trump, but you shouldn't listen to a TV show telling you who to vote for. That's a bad idea, because like South Park didn't explain why Hillary was a better option than Trump.
I think SNL did that too a bit. I mean, at the end they said, you know, vote for whoever you want, but at the same time they really hammered in the Hillary thing.
Epic Rap Battles did that too, and I swear to God,
I don't watch Epic Rap Battles. Like I don't have any like anything positive to say about them. Especially now that you're saying that, yeah.
Yeah, theirs was terrible. Like it wasn't like again, it just wasn't funny. That's it.
They make
like,
things trends. That's what they do. It's not Pokemon Go. It's the frickin' presidential election again. Like it's stupid.
Yeah, like with South Park, I loved what they did with Garrison being Trump. I thought it was hilarious this season, and I did not like again. I don't care that they picked one side over the other. But when they say vote for Hillary, I just don't. And it would, again, just like, I know I'm like really hammering this in. I just really don't want to piss people off.
Yeah.
I would have felt the same way if they said vote Trump. Just so everyone knows.
I feel like after hearing that we're now talking like a little close to 8 minutes about all this presidential stuff, it's like everyone's like turning off of the DuckCast now. Everything that we're gonna say, no one's gonna listen to, because they're like, just oh god,
like,
how would you even?
How
could you even talk about that right now? No matter
I
your
feel
opinion.
I feel like it's good to have this because it like, you know, if you listen back to this years later, it's kind of like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
documentation kind of thing. I agree.
What time period this was in? I actually do have one funny story to tell. I don't know if you'll know what I'm talking about right off the bat. I will send you a couple clips, Zach, that you can play over this bit. The big red building that you can see in like whenever like it shows the cornfield in my videos, like this huge red building in the background. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's in the ton of videos, and I'll send you the clips, and you'll probably know what I'm talking about then. But that's been in the background of my videos forever, and I've lived here for 13 years now, and I just went into that building for the first time when I voted, because that's where our voting polls were. That's where the polls were for us. So yeah, I did vote. Again, not gonna say who I voted for.
I'm not gonna say if I voted or not voted. I'm just gonna say I contributed with a Weasley smile on my face.
Oh boy.
I'm just like thinking like who's actually going to turn off of the DuckCast just by hearing us talk about politics, no matter the opinions, no matter what's said.
This will be the one time we talk about politics on DuckCast.
4 years later, next election comes by. Who are you gonna vote for, ladies and gents?
God, we're still gonna be doing this in 4 years.
Well, you have to go there, man. I was actually looking forward to that. Now you have to crush me. No.
Ew. No.
So
no, DuckCast is gonna go on forever. It's never gonna end.
What do you think we should do right now? You think I should go for it, or do you think we should talk about something else?
We can talk about projects now. Why not? Like, I have a ton of stuff to talk about, so you go first.
Well, it's like a whole big thing. Like,
I'm exaggerating. I don't actually have that much, so let Zachary talk about his. But
it's gonna go on for a while. I'm sorry, but it is. So here's what's going on. One of the reasons why we didn't do an episode in a while. Today's the 27th of November. It was like the first or second week of November. I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out. Not 2, all 4.
Forgot about that.
First of all, I gotta say the day I got them out, which by the way I woke up very early in the morning, so it was practically an entire day, of just in pain. Like the first day, like I didn't really sleep that much too. When I got back home, thought I was gonna get tired, but like, no, when they knocked me out, that was my sleep right there, and like that day I wasn't really as much in pain. Weirdly enough, like I had the gauze in my mouth, and I guess putting pressure on those kind of relieved, stress and everything. But I remember for a week and a half straight, every single night, I wouldn't go to sleep till like 4 or 5 a.m. And it was just the most painful week and a half. And I remember you calling me up, which was funny because you called me up completely forgetting that I told you I was getting my wisdom teeth taken out. And you're like, hey, bro, you want to get on Skype? I'm like, hey, man, I'm just in a lot of pain. And you were like, oh, wait, did you? Oh, that's right, you told me. Sorry, man, sorry. I just remember that. It was really funny. But, anyway, I'm saying all of this because, 2 or 3 days into this, I was, like, thinking to myself, like, alright, so I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out. That means I'm getting pretty close to getting my braces. If it's not already obvious from my jacked up teeth, I've never had braces before. I've always turned them off. I don't know why. Looking back on years and years of missed opportunities, I really should have early on. But
yeah, you guys might remember, very few of you, but you might remember the old days where I had braces in videos.
But now look at your pearly whites right there. Look at them all straight. And
What?
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 I was complimenting your teeth, Mike. I'm not giving you an insult. Don't worry. Yeah, there they are.
I stopped wearing my retainer. One of them is crooked again.
Oh, that's a shame. But like, good to get them as early as possible and not wait. It's already embarrassing enough that I'm 22, about to turn 23 in March, and now I'm getting braces. But like, I have to do it. But the thing is, I'm getting close to getting braces, and the thing with me, compared to Mike, I hate the idea of appearing on camera with braces. It's just embarrassing me. DuckCast, however, I will keep. We're gonna keep doing the DuckCast with me showing myself with the braces on. Don't you worry, kids. And this will probably last up to 2 years to a little over 2 years.
For the next 2 years, you're gonna wear a paper bag over your head every time we do DuckCast.
Oh my god. With a little, what's that character from? Oh no, I'm thinking of Plank from Ed and Eddie, but I was thinking like the same face as Plank, but on the paper bag with those eyes. But anyway, so there's this idea that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I turned it off because it's like, it wouldn't really make any sense to do it at this time or this time. But it's like I'm getting closer to getting braces, and it's like, what's a good way for me to keep editing, to keep filming, whatever, and to also give me some experience with maybe my vocal cords and still continuing to do the DuckCast. So what I'm going to do, and this pertains to Zifprod, as soon as I announce it on my channel, right now this will be the very first time I'm going to be announcing it, but there will be no more con videos, no more sketches. Channel reviews is going to be so delayed. Just everything is going to be gone, and instead it's going to be a brand new podcast called, well, actually I have a logo to show you all. 3, 2, 1, bang! There it is, Metal Mouth Says Stuff. I hope you guys like that logo. Yep. So yeah, this is going to be a solo podcast, voiceover only. Every now and then I'll have guests on, like Mike. Every now and then we can have like a DuckCast Mellow Mouth Says Stuff collab going on, and I think it's a great idea. I'm not going to delete anything off my channel, by the way. And also, with the name, you know, obviously once again my brace is off, then the podcast will be gone forever. But it's like a temporary thing, and I guess for people like Hail Hydra, I'm not saying you should, but if you ever want to come on by, I know you might like listening to Mike's voice more than me, but I don't know. Look, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great way to give me more experience with my vocal cords again. Like, I don't really talk that much. I'm a very quiet, very silent person, and I think doing that format would be great. And again, I'll still be doing the DuckCast. You'll still be seeing me talking with my ugly teeth, my ugly braces on, and again, this will be up to 2 years, to a little over 2 years, and I think it's a great idea. I don't know. I'm excited.
When you said Hail Hydra, I was just thinking like last episode we actually got some love from a new audience member of the DuckCast.
You commented on one video and you're now making a big deal out of it. Like, oh my god!
Just get nothing on this shit. Acknowledge the audience. It brings in more people.
Do you remember the guy's name though? Is that it?
Well, I need you to read it for me because I can't read.
Okay.
You read it better than me. I'm retarded.
Show it on screen then. Put your thing toward the webcam. Let me read it. There. No, it's your ugly face. Okay. Oh jeez. Hold it steady. Naomi Sumner Siani. It's kind of blurred, but yeah, I think that's what it says.
Okay. A special shout out to that person for leaving a comment. That's how desperate the show is. We get like a decent bit of views, and if you look at the time watched on the Duck Brigade, it's clear that some people are watching it because that's like the only thing that goes up nowadays. For me, I have like a couple of announcements. One is I'm actually gonna make an announcement video on December 1st or November 30th is when I'll make the announcement. It's going to be Duck.
This episode will be probably out afterwards, but go ahead.
Oh wait, that's right. This video is December.
Here's an announcement.
Meanwhile,
I saw this in my subscription box 3 days ago.
I forgot about. I thought this was going to instantly go up like tonight, but no. Duck.
We do this podcast live, ladies and gentlemen.
Duckcember is going to be coming out, and I guess I'll just say, so you're watching Duckcember right now, and there's going to be a new video every single day.
This Duckcember, there will be only one or two episodes of the DuckCast.
This announcement is pointless now because it's going on. So I guess we move on to the other announcements.
You want me to upload it as a separate video? Huh?
No.
I don't even know what I was going there with that joke. It was just like making a funny voice. All right.
So we're working on all the regular stuff. Like Bemis and Company has a current episode I'm editing, but I have like several scenes left to shoot, like with several different people too. Like tomorrow I'm shooting with Pinsack. Friday I'm shooting with Gage. I have lines that Trik's actually gonna send me a voiceover for. And it's like it's like such a mess of an episode because everything was filmed so out of order, and it's just like I don't even know if it's gonna be that long. It's like it's as unorganized as Across the Fourth Wall was, but it's shorter, so I'm assuming it's actually doable this time. I'm here to also say the future of Across the Fourth Wall is very uncertain right now. Very uncertain because it's like just become the biggest mess of a project I've ever had to work on before.
Yeah.
Wow, that is loud. Do you hear that?
I hear like something. What is it?
That's like.
Is someone sawing up there? Is someone doing construction?
I'm doing the recording in my basement tonight, and I don't even know why. It's just because we had family over for Thanksgiving, and my aunt and uncle stay in my room when we do that, so I clear my room out and come down into the basement.
Do they have hardcore, wild, crazy sex in your room for Thanksgiving?
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to even comment on that.
Hey, Uncle. After you left, I found this white stain on my mattress. You mind explaining that?
Stop! Don't do that.
Down in the basement, you hear like thumping.
We
the whole DuckCast just gonna make you really uncomfortable.
So though I'm moving all my stuff back in my room today because they left this morning, but I'm in the basement still, so that's why. This location has been used once or twice in a DuckCast.
I mean, I like to consider your basement like the Rise of the Critics, area.
It's also it was also a huge part of Michael Help Wanted, and it's kind of a Bemis and Company still. We try to avoid overusing the basement nowadays because like all the old videos took place in the basement.
The only Michael Help Wanted thing I could think of, or the one that immediately comes to mind when it comes to your basement, is that one of you wearing that duck hat.
That's a lot of them.
Well, the one that I have downloaded at least that you saw earlier, of you just like leaning,
That's the sitcom episode.
That prom photo of you leaning with the duck hat on.
That's how I went to prom, with that duck. It wasn't a duck suit. It was a duck towel.
With your bae, arms wrapped around her.
It was one of those towels you put over a 2-year-old that I just like wore over my head.
You said that you threw that out because it was like maybe like losing an eye or something? Something like
that? No. Some of my family threw it out.
Oh.
I mean, it actually might have been my brother because they saw I made videos of that, and he kept telling me to stop doing that. It's like, no, like my brother was concerned about me.
Yeah.
When I was doing 2 videos because like he didn't want me to get bullied. Which in some
you had a big thing going on for you with like that one Mario related show that you were just really embarrassed with, and like stuff like Michael Up Wanted. Like
the thing
like when you were in high school, what I'm trying to say, like during that time, I remember you saying a lot like, I just don't want people to see my YouTube videos. It's very embarrassing. And nowadays you're just more, okay with that. But maybe that was just because of the people you were with in high school.
Well,
now that you're just away from them.
The people I was with in high school were nice people, honestly. There were some, like, I think the biggest assholes were people who actually graduated like a year below me. My grade was they were all very, like, most of them were all very friendly people. It's just I was so awkward back then. I didn't speak.
You're a very quiet person, yeah. And like you said this before on the podcast, like, what if there's a side of you that people see, and it's like, wow, Michael, I didn't, like, you said something like there was some video or something that they showed to the class. People were like, really.
No.
I'm thinking of someone completely else.
There was someone I went to school with who never heard me speak, who saw one of my videos and was like, I don't know if he was a friend of Gage's, but he knew Gage pretty well. And, he asked Gage about it because he said, I saw Michael in a video last night. What's with them? And like Gage is like, yo, yeah, no, we do that.
It's like it's like one of those times that like people think that the autistic kid is just some like weird sociopath, and then it's just they turn out to just be a really quiet person and actually really intelligent.
But I'm not actually autistic. Whether or not people actually thought that about me.
What's that video with the kid saying, "I don't care"? You know what? I don't care about your knee. Like saying what you just said. What was it? I completely forgot what you just said. Wait.
There was the one.
Yeah, I'm not actually autistic.
Yeah, I'm not autistic.
But that kid with the knee.
No, but like.
Or the elbow, whatever it was.
I was just
remember that, right?
There was a couple of things. Of course, the Waluigi show, which is, I acknowledge it now. I'm okay that it happened. I used to completely try to ignore that.
And you said you regret deleting all of those and not saving all of those, but
I do. Yeah. There's only 5 in existence, and 4 of them are because of you. The other one I just forgot to delete, but it is unlisted, so you can't watch it.
You have the episode that had like me, Allie, and Cody, and the others, right? Like that episode. Like that's a good episode to keep.
Yeah, although it was not the one where Allie showed herself on camera. It's the one where she had a text thing.
Oh, really?
Because, there was another episode where Allie actually showed herself.
Although that video that she did for your channel, I'm pretty sure it's still up on her channel. Not gonna say her channel, but yeah.
Yeah. With I haven't spoken to Allie in like 3 years. With
I still follow her on Instagram, I think.
But with what I was saying though, like going back though, like with the Waluigi show, like part of it was just because that especially was really awkward. But like back then I was just not okay with people seeing my videos, and like the Waluigi show is the only one that really ever concerned family members. Like my grandma, I overheard my grandma was concerned about it. My dad talked to me about it. My brother constantly told me, like, he would constantly make fun of it. And then when me and him actually started to get along, because when I started my YouTube page, me and my honestly, God, me and my brother did not get along until I was a freshman in high school, and not until I was like near the end of being a freshman in high school. When we were like, we weren't like horrible siblings. When me and him were young, like small kids, we played together. We did stuff. We played video games. But at the same time, he would constantly, like, make fun of me like brothers do. And as we got older, we actually, like, not only did we not get along that well, but we were also kind of becoming distant from each other. We both just had very different lives. And but then when I was a freshman in high school, I actually remember we came down in this basement, and we just talked for a while. It was kind of it's weird to talk about, but it's like I won't go into too much in details because it is kind of a personal thing. Mm-hmm. But it's like I consider that night the night that me and my brother became friends. Yeah. We were finally good with each other. And Eric openly told me that night that he hates what I do on YouTube. Like, it's just terrible. You should take it down. And I really thought about it for a while, and I was not going to take like everything off of YouTube, but I was going to stop doing the Waluigi show. But I was going to just stop doing it. And then as more time went by, I was like, no, I need to delete it. It needs to go. And the funny thing is, you can't see anything from the Waluigi show on my old YouTube page, but you can actually see the video where I say, yeah, I'm taking it down. It needs to go away. Because I never took that one down. Mm. So the video where I'm announcing that I'm taking the videos down because it's too embarrassing is still up. Huh. But, so that one was really bad, and it was just made me feel really awkward. And we actually got made fun of in public once for recording it, too. It was just awkward, and I don't regret doing it, to be honest, because it was a learning experience. Yeah. I learned what not to do. Not that, like, because Will Brower, he does those Mario videos too, and I'm not saying you feel ashamed of yourself for doing them. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't for me, and mine were worse than like anyone else's.
I was gonna say, like, going back to you and your brother's conversation, like, you think Christine went up to Richie and she was like, Richie, you dressed up as frickin' Mario all the time, you want to try doing something a bit different than Richie being all autistic, as the darkness being...
Well, the thing with Rich, he actually had like a quality in his show.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just like, I'm not saying Will, of course, but like other people that did like Mario-based shows, and like if I ever did Super Luigi, like, behind the scenes, like their families, my family, what would they be thinking if I was parading around in overalls?
The thing with me is I was very open with family about doing YouTube, so a lot of them saw what I was doing, and just a lot of them were concerned. Not all of them. It wasn't like every single family member of mine was like just ashamed of it, or like saying, "Oh my God," and no one was too mean about it. My dad told me what he told me, and he's always supported me. Like, don't see this as my family's unsupportive or they're jerks. They're not. They're great people. My dad basically told me that, like, you should finish it, like, give it a conclusion. But if you keep doing this and people, because it was like actually like a couple days after we got made fun of in public for doing it, and I felt really shitty. I was only 14 at the time. And my dad basically told me, Michael, if you don't want that to happen, then you gotta stop doing it. It's something that you worked hard on, give it a conclusion. But if you want that to not happen again, you have to stop doing it. Yeah. You've made it to a certain age where people are going to see that and they're going to think it's weird. And yeah, like, and I was very embarrassed about that conversation. I was very embarrassed about a lot of things. I'm more open about it now because, it happened. It was horrible, but like even the rest of my family's like that now. Like, they're not like, whenever my brother or cousins will occasionally make a joke about it, and I was like, I used to get embarrassed by it, and then Eric would be like, Michael, like, you were young, you were having fun with it, it's okay, like, and now I could really care less if people saw it or not. Like, it wouldn't affect me at all. Yeah, like, it was when I was in high school. It wasn't that I got made fun of for it, though. It was that I was afraid of getting made fun of for it. Mm-hmm. No one ever really gave me a reason to feel insecure. I just was insecure, and that's how that worked out. We talked about that for a while. I think I was talking about something completely different at first. But yeah, I became a lot more open about doing YouTube, and I'll actually like ask people like very early on if they want to do something. Like, there's several people I met at college this past semester that I knew for like a few weeks, and I was like, yeah, I know you enough. Do you want to be in a video? Sure. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I used to do that in high school, like when we were still thinking about doing Super Luigi. Like Teddy and I, Teddy was like really on board with it. He was even like asking friends of ours, like, "Hey, you want to be a part of this? We can have you as like King Boo or you as Mega Man." And like he's just thinking of all these characters before I even like say so. And it's just
mhm.
I don't know, and they were all like, "Yeah, let's do it." And of course, didn't do the show, so I think that distanced me away from some friends. But
Nick, this is a little off topic, but it just reminds me because you told me like how Teddy went around. He was like he had a lot of enthusiasm about it.
it's one of those things.
Nick was kind of the same way when we were younger. Nick's very uninvolved nowadays. I get him in a video occasionally, but he no longer really gives me ideas for videos anymore. It's just kind of when he's available, he's down to do it, and he's always down to do it. It's just a time thing mainly. But when we were younger, I actually remember like he would go around talking about it a little bit. And one day when because he used to go to Music Fest, we have a couple videos for Music Fest, and then we had like the 2012 one, which is like one of my favorite videos we have, just because of good old memories. But Nick, one of those Music Fest when I wasn't there, Nick actually got recognized from our videos. It was the one time we ever got recognized, and I wasn't there for it. But yeah, no, like they knew who we were. Just some stranger went up to Nick and knew him from. Bemis and Company wasn't a thing yet. It was Bemis 100.
Yeah.
So I was going to talk about this a while ago, and I know I'm talking a lot right now. But Bemis and I was saying this way before. Bemis and Company, cameraman, we're still going to be focused on all of that. But I'm actually going to be putting a lot of focus into making films now. And it's something that me and Tariq have been working on a movie for almost a whole year now. We're in the writing stages, but we're actually we're finally in the scripting phases because we had to think of ideas. We tried to think of different characters for each different characters for people to play. We wrote several different outlines of the movie and how we think it should go. And now we're actually writing it, but we're writing it together. This is actually the first time ever that I've sat down with someone and just wrote dialogue out with them. I've written with people before, as in I write a whole script and then I show it to them and then they give me feedback on things to change. Me and Tariq are having these conversations back and forth. And I won't say the name of the movie now because we only have a working title for it. But the one me and Tariq are doing is completely a comedy. And I think, honestly, out of what we've written down so far, I think it is some of the best stuff we've ever written. I'm really looking forward to making it. I'm we're not going to be able to do it until spring or summer because it needs to be warm out when we do it. But I just really want to start working on it so badly because this is the most excited I've been for a project.
Well, just keep in mind because you do this a lot and you've told me about this that happens to you, you lose motivation for some reason just because you get yourself too overhyped for it. So as long as you just keep in mind, you spread out your hypeness over certain weeks.
What happens is, what normally happens with that is I think out the show too much, and then I'll be on the first episode, I'll be on the second episode of a show, 2 episodes will be out, but I'll have ideas for 4 seasons. Mm-hmm. And that's when I start I know what you're talking about, but this is something that we're actually writing out. I don't think it'll be the same case. It was that with Across the Fourth Wall.
Well, sometimes it goes into filming days too. If you're even during those days, you're just really all for it, and then some days you might not be. Gotta keep that emotion.
We're putting a lot more work into the cinematography in this too. We're gonna have more than one camera on set.
Yeah, Tariq's doing that one skit. A good example of he knows pretty basic cinematography, can do it well. Yeah.
No, he's very good. I'm pretty good too, actually. I will say, the newest Bemis and Company we filmed, which I actually don't even have a title for it yet. I only have a working title for it. But the new Bemis and Company, I did all the camera work. Tariq actually didn't do any of it this time, and I'm shit. This is probably the best I've gotten with shots before. These all look great. I was surprised of myself. I was wow, I did a good job here.
And you got drunk.
And then I got drunk. No, but working on that movie. Then me and Fred are also writing a movie. Now, this one's more Fred's project. Me and Tariq came up with the movie we're working on together. We both talked back and forth because we knew we wanted to make a comedy film. And we started talking back and forth on ideas until we finally thought of something we liked. With Fred's been building up this idea for a while, and it's going to be a dramatic film. It's actually going to be almost completely a drama. I don't know if he wants some comedy in there. but it's going to be a drama. And he had this idea for like a year too, but I kind of helped him like think of some more like, I don't know, I don't know how much I want to say about it because I don't know how much Fred wants out there yet. It's more of his project than it is mine, but I'm helping him write out the entire thing because he doesn't really have experience for writing scripts or outlines.
Is it just like transitions from like certain plots or certain developments of character or something like that that you're helping move along a bit more? Make it feel more like a movie.
I'm helping him with a lot of things. I shouldn't we're both definitely going to be credited as writers, but I will in credits Fred's name will go first. I think the way it's going to work is I'm directing Fred's movie, and I think we're talking about still. I think Tariq Tariq is going to try to direct mine. The one that we're writing. So Tariq will actually be the director. The only issue I have, the only thing that might make me change my mind on that at all, like again, me and Tariq will talk about, we'll decide what we think is best, is I play a character who's on camera for a very short period of time, and Tariq is one of the main characters who's on screen throughout the entire thing. I have a very small role in both movies, which I'm okay with since I'm the main main character in Bemis and Company and Cameraman. So yeah, once we start working on these movies, Bemis and Company episodes are just gonna not be a thing anymore for a while. Cameraman is more of an independent thing, so that I probably will be able to work on still whenever there's a day I want to work on something, but I can't work on the movie because we can't get together. Then I'll do Cameraman.
I guess that means both of our channels will be a desert.
Bemis and Company. And the thing is, we are making a new channel for these movies. Not that we will promote them on Bemis and Company, and you'll know what channel to go to if you want to see them. The reason we're changing the channel though is a couple of things. One, Bemis and Company, as much as I love doing it, isn't really getting the attention I would like it to. So I feel like, when something doesn't work out, you kind of just have to keep trying and trying and trying until something does work out. And this is our next attempt. And doing bigger movies, like making YouTube videos that are even bigger, is normally not the way to gain attention. But I think with the right promotion, like the right advertising for it, it won't go viral or anything, but I think we can get in a few thousand views with these movies if we set it up properly.
You should also say this is kind of very apart from Bemis and Company, where it's just its own kind of production company in a way.
Yeah,
I think that little cliff note kind of helps, because I was gonna say that whole perspective on it, not knowing that it's my perspective of it is just you say let's keep trying, yeah, at the same time you're moving it to a different channel. If it wasn't for this whole idea of your own kind of production thing going on separate from Bemis and Company, then I would say that makes no sense. You should keep it on the same channel. But
yeah,
I'm just saying that for anyone that does that,
Well, the thing is, we're gonna keep promoting it on Bemis and Company, but the actual I'm losing my train of thought so much. So if I freeze so much during this DuckCast, I apologize. It's happening a lot to me. We're a big part of the reason we're switching channels, though, because we want a new production company, and we want this to be a separate production
while still doing Bemis and Company.
Yeah, Bemis and Company is always going to be vague in what the actual production crew is, because it's me and company. That could be anyone. The company.
Well,
and Bemis
that's YouTube in general. It's very independent. It's very complicated and all over the place, but that's fine.
The production crew that we're making for this new channel is a production crew that consists of me, Fred, Gage, and Tariq. We are the 4 people making it, and we thought, I personally thought, if we're going to do this, and we're going to make these movies, and some of them are not even going to be written by me, because Gage is actually working on one too, but he's really early. He's it's just an idea in his head right now. That's as far as it's gone. I've heard about it and I like the idea, and I will definitely make it with him. But he has to get a little further before we can start. But I feel since some of these movies are scripts I'm not even writing, it shouldn't be Bemis and Company Productions popping up. It should be a different name, because it's not. Some these are going to be this is a work of all 4 of us, not just me. So I'm not that Bemis and Company isn't the same thing. It's just, I don't know, having Bemis and Company films pop up, it just doesn't sound that good to me. I'd like to think of something different. I kind of like to think of a title, a name that would has a good ring to it. Bemis and Company.
Maybe not even keep Bemis and Company in that title.
we could say in association with Bemis and Company, but we definitely want it to be something different, though. Like, we don't want it to be like Bemis and Company. We don't want like these movies to just be like the Bemis and Company characters and movies. Like, the comedy probably will feel like that a little bit. Although I will say I'm playing a very, very different character. The comedy will probably feel a little bit like just a regular Bemis and Company. Well, not entirely though. I shouldn't say that. But the drama is going to be something very different. What Gage is working on, we might have to get completely different actors for. We're bringing a lot of new people into these. We want it to be something. We want to separate it from Bemis and Company, basically.
I mean, other than Across the Fourth Wall, like the movie version you're going to do, you've said that on the DuckCast, so, right? I'm okay to say that? Okay. Like, other than that, like, this new channel is pretty much exclusive for, like, you know, movies that you're going to be making that aren't the same characters from this universe.
Yeah.
You're able to be more free with that, I think, doing both channels at the same time and really balancing out different things, yeah.
Bemis, and, like, the thing with Bemis and Company is, like, in some way, almost everything is connected. Except for Cameraman. Cameraman's like the one exception. Cameraman, I'm not like I thought about, like, I'll be honest, I did think about doing an episode with Gump in it, just like very early into the show. By the way, like before I even released the first episode, I considered doing an episode with Gump in it, just so Gump can make an appearance in every single show. But now I'm just like no, like Cameraman is its own thing completely, and it's not going to be connected to Bemis and Company. But I don't know if did you ever finish watching our final episode, the season 6 finale of Bemis and Company, like the really long one?
The final episode, question mark?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember.
We dive into like Bemis and Company lore in that episode, and like I'm kind of just doing this for fun at this point, kind of like how Filthy Frank has a bullshit lore.
Did you see that last video?
I liked it. I am ashamed though. We're losing the fake Filthy Frank, and I really grew to like him.
I like how at one scene he's dead, then he comes back, and then the same shot from before as him dead. Like, so fucking so freaking cheap.
But what we basically revealed though in it, that War of Cinema is connected to Bemis and Company. Do you remember? Did you see that?
I don't remember. Don't quite recall. Like that video and episode 6 of Cameraman.
Zach, you gotta understand our lore. That's complicated. We're gonna write a whole book on it.
Oh.
We're gonna be like 5
Anna
minutes.
Kendrick, she wrote a book, and you're gonna be the next Anna Kendrick. Is that it? Gonna make a movie with singing, and you're gonna be the star. You're gonna have some fat blonde chicks in the movie as a gimmick, as the fat blonde chick.
I was actually saying I was gonna be the next Scott Cawthon because I'm going to. He's the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, because he keeps adding more and more stuff that just makes the lore of his universe more confusing. Yeah. Filthy Frank does the same thing, but Filthy Frank is funny.
Well, it's ironic, you know. It's just like he's just some dude, you know.
That's kind of what Bemis and Company is, but it's taken a little bit too seriously.
You always make things a bit too serious accidentally, but that's just you. You know, you just like doing those dramatic kind of stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Bemis and Company season 7, which we're on right now, does have like story in it too, but it's like very minor story. Like there's something that not all the episodes, like I'd say like Zika Virus and Mackle Shadackle's Crazy House Tour or Wild House Tour, I don't remember. Yeah. Those two have like something in common with each other, which I won't say. You'll just have to pay attention. See, and you'll also see in future episodes, because it's like a theme that we're keeping going with every single episode. But Go Smart and A Simple One were both different. A Simple One is a weird episode because it's across the fourth wall scene. And I just wanted to use it. Like I liked it. I wanted to release this. I was just pretend they're saying the names of the characters from Bemis and Company instead. No, it's stupid, but still.
It was a very beautiful skit. That was well shot.
Yeah.
That Ghost Mart skit sucked, though. I mean, I even said that in the Ziff Prod universe, like, it's official. I don't hate that skit.
Ghost Mart was me and Fred bored one day, and we just, like, honest to God, it came out like 2 months late because I kept like I had it finished and I was just like, is this good enough to put up? Where I liked parts of it enough to where I wanted to keep it, but then like a lot of it was just like, it's not up par with everything else, but still, I like
Yeah.
this joke. Could I? We even had
It's
one.
just it's one of those filler skits, for the universe. It's just one
Yeah,
of those.
I do want to use the character again though, like the ghost character. Because he's part of the. He's just another creature, that's one thing I like about this season is that we introduce both the ghost and Julius.
Uh-huh.
Like, just have more of the supernatural beings in it.
And then John.
I guess Gage is technically becoming one of those two.
He's a creature.
He's a creature. There was one clip that I almost put into the Bemis and Company of like season 6 finale, where one of the Gage's question was, who would win in a fight, you or Gump? And then the Gage's answer was completely improvised, and I thought it was hilarious. I almost put it in, but it would like change so much that I decided not to. His Gage's response was, "Who says we're different people?" And I was just like, "Oh God," but I didn't put it in.
We've been talking a lot about Bemis and Company.
Yeah, want to talk about Zifprod? I feel bad.
It's like it's funny because like when I was talking about all that stuff with Mellowmouth, I wasn't really done, or I kind of was, but you kind of just segued into your own thing, and I was just like, I'm just gonna let him talk.
You said you were done.
I didn't say I was done. I was just kind of going into things. I was like, I hope it's gonna be good. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I don't know. Just me, helping to say things just to breathe, and then you just kind of segue.
I thought you were.
I'm not angry about that though, because it's like at the same time, I can't even remember what I wanted to say. Also, it's just like
I don't know. I probably talked too much about myself in this
I
episode.
think also what I will say again, also not again, but what I'll say about Mel Says stuff that'll kind of help the DuckCast. I think this has been an episode where I've been very silent. Maybe with this new podcast, again, I'm a very quiet dude. Maybe this will help me open up a bit more, and maybe maybe we can have much more back and forth, because I kind of feel bad a lot of episodes. I'm just that kind of person, maybe, and hopefully, if I have enough time to do these,
I'm gonna come on to your show and say a few words.
That'll be ironic, but I mean, look, Mellowmouth Says stuff like. Each episode will be close to an hour long, 50 minutes to an hour long. The thing about it being voiceover too, which is my own little cheat, I think is pretty fun to do. Every now and then, if I ever pause for too long, I could always edit those parts out, make it a bit shorter, just so that it's a bit less awkward,
Mm-hmm.
Plus, what's fun about that, and what I can't do on this podcast, which I really hate, and I blame you for it because you had this idea of video. I can play Pokemon Sun and Moon while doing a podcast and not having to care about looking at the webcam at all times. I'm free, man. I'm good. But I'll still be doing DuckCast, of course.
I very rarely look at the webcam, because then it looks like I'm staring into the souls of the people watching.
Well, I'm looking at my computer. I have to look at you. I have to have some kind of eye-to-eye contact at all times and smile.
I'm always looking at you or my webcam. Sometimes I have to look
with
at
Mellowmouth Says stuff, I can just I can say things like, I love you guys, and at the same time I have this really pissed off look on my face, I hate them so much. I can care less about who's watching. Also, I think
The webcam visual's done so much for us, though. The webcam visual's done so much for us.
It does, and again, I'll still be doing DuckCast. You can still laugh at my braces. I'm a 22-year-old man wearing braces, huh? But
I really like the title, by the way. I really like the name.
I wasn't sure, because Mellowmouth is 2 M's, and then Says stuff is 2 S's, and it's would that be hard to say? And it's I don't know. You said it's fine, so I'm guessing I'm going with the only other person that's fine.
Metalmouth Says stuff. Metalmouth Says stuff. Metalmouth mouse.
It's hard to say.
Oh, Metalmouth Says stuff. Metalmouth Says stuff. Metalmouth Says stuff. It's fine.
Good.
It's good. It's good. Hold on 1 second.
All right. I really like the logo I did. It's has those lens flares that are a bit HD a bit, and at first I was gonna get this image of metal and put that in the text, and I tried doing that with green screen effects, but it didn't really work out, so I just kind of made it gray, and the lens flares made it a bit more metal looking, and then I did this bump map effect on it, made it really pop a bit more. Looks really good, I think, and it's gonna be appearing on all the episodes. And before recording, we were looking up backdrops, because having the logo in front of just the color black wouldn't really have like the shadows underneath the text stand out or anything like that, or the black line around the teeth stand out. So it's like Mike saw like a picture of some curtains I had on my computer, and we were like looking up video of that, and then and then I saw this one video. What was it? Some babbies.
Baby Einstein.
Baby Einstein had like over 100,000 subscribers or something like that.
Oh wow! Speaking of which,
Had some puppet.
it's time for the recommendation of the week. This week's recommendation is Baby Einstein.
Can you please like delay your other thing just for Baby Einstein? No.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few seconds of the Baby Einstein video to really give it justice. Maybe it'll be a channel review. Maybe it'll be so bad it's a channel review. Who knows?
Should I give my actual recommendation, or should we just make Baby Einstein?
No, just give your actual goddamn recommendation.
This one is like a big YouTube channel, so it's like I barely like with Astrid Clover. It's like a smaller channel that I'm trying to like, although more popular than ours. But this one is really big, but still, I would recommend it. Still, my little cousin showed it to me when he was visiting, because our cousins were here for Thanksgiving, which by the way was lovely. Hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving.
My family died in a fire, but go ahead.
Oh. You're in a pretty good mood today, then. Thanksgiving was only a few days ago. You got over it fast.
They were alright. They weren't that great.
Well, it's a channel called The Odd One Out. He's getting pretty big now, so a lot of you might have even heard of him already. He's funny.
So we're going to help him get bigger with an extra 1 subscriber. Thanks, Mike.
I watched like a bunch of his videos with my little cousin, though. I enjoy them a lot. I'd recommend the
What are they? What yeah.
His most recent ones are good. Like I think Hamsters, and one titled Hamsters, and the other one titled like it was about Cub Scouts.
But what does he do?
Funniest. Well, that kind of worked with me perfectly because I had hamsters when I was a kid, and I also was in Cub Scouts, so just kind of related. He makes like these talking videos, like these little videos where he just talks about events in his life or opinions on stuff, but they're all like drawn out videos. Like it's his like little cartoon version of himself.
It's like a Draw My Life, but like podcast form.
I guess so. He makes comics though. That's his main thing. He makes comics. But then he does these like YouTube videos too. They're funny. I like them. You should watch them. I watched a bunch of them in one day. I still have a lot to watch though because it's a new channel.
What was the name again?
The Odd One Out.
And that'll be in the description, along with ours.
Along with Baby Einstein.
Yes. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna put Baby Einstein in the description as well.
That's my recommendation of the week, though.
That's my recommendation. Yes, sir.
We've been going on for a while now. I spoke most of this DuckCast, so I'll let you like say it whatever you want to finish it.
We're a little over 52 minutes, just letting you know.
So we got like maybe 10, 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
Boner's made an appearance in this episode, by the way, guys. I remember every episode.
How's it going? You doing well, Boner? That's cool.
Barry Boner, the Bean Boozler. We want to hear actually. Can I say one more story and I'll shut up? I swear to God. It's very unfortunate. Brent and Joanne came into town. Yeah. I was not able to see them because they came on the same day my cousins came and left on the same day my cousins left.
I thought you were gonna say they broke up. I was about to go like, oh no.
And they did the Bean Boozler challenge without me. Brent and Gage and Tariq and Fred got together. They went to Buffalo Wild Wings and did all this stuff.
And you were with your family.
Oh, it was my stupid family. No.
I wish they burned in a fire. Are you kidding me?
I had a great time with my family. I just I don't see my family often. I couldn't it was unfortunate because now Brent and Joanne are gone. They're going to be back soon. They're going to be back for New Year's. So
sorry, I can't stop thinking about your aunt and uncle. They're a great pair. I hope they spend many more years together on your bed. Every year.
I don't know if this has been a good episode.
It hasn't been, but I think I know the title of this episode now.
What? What are you gonna call it, Zachary?
Actually I don't, but it has something to do with your aunt and uncle and sex. Anyway.
Baby Einstein.
Baby Einstein. If we had talked about Baby Einstein a bit more than maybe.
Let's go on. Let's go on. Tell me more about Baby Einstein, Zachary. Give me all
I've
the
only
knowledge.
seen a few seconds of Baby Einstein's channel, but I've got to say, top notch. It has a puppet that's a seal for some reason. You didn't really hear any audio from it. It was like this thing of this mother-sounding character talking while there's a bunch of videos of babies, like actual babies. There was this one baby. Remember that one baby that was like doing ABCs and math, like geometry stuff? And it was like, whoa, that's a smart baby. That dude's gonna go to college at the age of 5. He's gonna be smart.
Yeah.
Do you think Mellowmouth Says Stuff should have a theme song, like every episode starts like, Mellowmouth Says Stuff, da-da-da, like something like that? Make me a theme song.
That would sound like Stewie just said that. That was Stewie just said that.
Do you even remember the Agent Spoonie skit? I think it might have been the second one, like, yeah. Yeah, I remember Steven, like, doing that. He did a lot of parodies with Agent Spoonie, like, most of Agent Spoonie was his idea, like, all the jokes. Yeah, that one example, like, for some reason Mellowmouth Says Stuff, it just fits perfectly with, like, the syllables, you know? So just, like, it just keeps playing in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like having a backdrop is fine. You're gonna help out with a little smoky effect for every episode. I'm gonna loop it. Maybe someday a theme song once the show gets to the very last 10 episodes, then there'll be a theme song, and it'll be great. Yeah.
There'll be a song performed and written by Drake Bell.
I saw this meme picture before. Like, it was those Pokemon thing. Oh god, you have that thing internet connection problem popping up.
Okay. Drake, Pokemon Josh.
Yeah, Pokemon Drake and Pokemon Josh. And there was one also. I think it might have been that Chowder show. There was that character with the blue guy with the white mustache and the big nose. Pokemon Sun and Moon, but him on the cover. I don't know. I really like when people do that as a meme. Pokemon Drake and Pokemon Josh coming to GameStop near you. Where the little sisters and the new legendary. What?
Speaking of Pokemon, do you want to do like a segment of the Pokemon Go thing, or are you done with that too?
Oh no, I'm keeping that. Are you kidding me? I don't care if you delete your app, I'm gonna go with it strong. Meanwhile, everyone else on the face of the earth has deleted the app, but I'm okay. I'm positive with the topic of Pokemon Go. I'm all hip and happening with it. Once my app loads, Niantic sucks. You know, the guy who runs Niantic, he is a very lazy dude. He adds these little things once a month, and they're not... How long has he promised trades and battling, huh? How long has he promised Gen 2? It's so dumb. Alright, you ready? I have Pokemon, and you're gonna nickname them.
Knockoffs.
What?
I'm gonna look up Pokemon Go knockoffs.
You're not. You're gonna help me with my names of my team here.
Okay.
You were going to help me.
Random Pokemon.
On the last episode of the DuckCast that pertained to Pokemon Go and stuff, we named Vaporeon Higglestein. And on this episode, you're gonna name a Scyther. Go ahead, Mike. Keep this segment alive, Mike. Don't leave me hanging, bruh.
I'm gonna name a Scyther.
Scyther.
Name him.
Yes. Yes.
Name
yes.
him.
What will his name be? Name him. Something cool. Better be something cool. Bo Burnham?
Salamander.
Salamander. Will it fit? Will it not fit? That's the $1 million and $1 question. Salamander. And then I'm gonna put an @ symbol, cause why not? So we've got Salamander @. It's backwards on my end, but Mike's doing something else, and that's fine. I just want to make him laugh and make his day. But there, yeah.
Salamander.
You're not helping the segment, Mike. Okay, moving on. What?
I found a game called Pocket Ball.
Let's play Pocketball, Mike, live. No, you're gonna help me nickname some more guys. We have more time, Mike. You need to help me name the Starmie.
Oh shit! Look what I found.
Keep
Look
this
what I
segment.
found.
What did you find? Pocket Kitten. What? Name the Starmie,
Pocket kitten
Mike.
goes. I'm gonna catch some pit kittens.
Mike. You know, screw the duck, 'cause I'm gonna move on to Metalmouth says stuff. No,
well, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Zach? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
I quit. I'm gonna do my own podcast. It's gonna be better than this one. You know why? Because you're not in it. You're not in it, Mike. Because I'm better than you. Hail Hydra may say otherwise, but screw him.
I just wanted to feel like one of them, Zachary.
What? Fine. You want to help me finally? You're gonna help me. We're gonna put aside this argument, even though off camera, probably gonna get a divorce.
Oh.
Name this Pokemon. Name it.
Triangle Man.
Didn't you name my Staryu Triangle? I'm pretty sure you did. You did.
Triangle 2. Triangle 2.
Like a Porygon 2. Triangle 2. I don't have a Porygon yet. I have Mr. Krabs. Seadra. Alright, nickname Seadra. We're gonna keep doing this till I feel happy about this segment. That's still going on strong. And that we can all eat biscuits. What?
Spermie.
It's so much better than Boner the Boozler.
What?
Spermie.
Spermie.
Just for proof.
It doesn't really look that much. It doesn't look that much like a sperm.
Yes, it does. Shut up. All right, Pinsir. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. Should I keep calling him Cuddlykins or name him something else?
You should name him.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just thought of a really inappropriate name.
We'll go with it. Do it. Faggot.
No.
Pussy Lips.
I'm not going to.
I'm gonna name him Pussy Lips.
That's what I was thinking. That's actually exactly what I was thinking.
Use.
Put
a bunch of U's.
No, hey, if that's the right word to use.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much. Come on, there you go. Bunch of U's for that. Pews. Alright, we're done. We're done with this episode.
No, I have more announcements.
Alright. Oh, you do you? We're over an hour, but okay.
This is the official Bemis box.
What?
If you send
Where's your face on it, huh?
30 real bucks, if you send me 30 real bucks, you can get one Bemis buck.
Here's an unopened game of Pokemon Moon. You can also win this. It's way better than a Bemis buck, I assure you. Who needs Bemis
bucks? I will
bucks?
give you 700 Bemis bucks for that.
I will
Pokemon
give you
Sun
the
Moon.
award that Mitzi won on the finale of Season 1 of the DuckCast for the most handsome guest. I will take it from her and I will give it to you, even though I kind of just did take it from her. She's literally off camera here. Hi, Mitzi. Bye, Mitzi. I will give you this autographed picture from Dan Southworth, the Quantum Time Force Power Ranger. I will give it to you for $99.99.99. That's literally $10,000, but go ahead. Make me gay.
Well, we're doing a Q&A next episode.
Are we? We should probably have said that earlier. But okay, are we?
Are we?
Tell me, Mike Small, tiny head.
Do you want to do it for 26 instead?
What's this episode?
This is 24.
This is 24. We'll do it for episode 20. Yeah, why not? Like, we can start the new year. Like, if we do another episode for December, then that means 27 will probably be a Q&A episode, like the first DuckCast episode of 2017 Q&A. Why not?
Alright, cool. So next episode is not the Q&A.
If you know, the next episode isn't, you know, out by this year, you know?
We gotta do a holiday one, Zach. I want to.
Okay.
I want to.
Okay, quit your nagging. We'll get you the Legos. You remember that? You remember that? Wait, you remember that Florida SuperCon vlog I did with Chris, and he was like picking out the Legos, acting like that little kid.
Maybe.
There was that one booth that was like, I don't know why this was at Florida SuperCon, by the way. Like, cons sometimes have weird stuff like this that has nothing to pertain to anything geeky. I think I've even said that in the Florida SuperCon video of me walking around, like some things that they sell at booths like has nothing to do with anything. But like, yeah, Legos, and like Chris actually bought Legos for like I think $20. And I filmed the whole thing. I was like, okay, you're gonna get your Legos? And he was like, yeah. And then he opened it. It was like Deadpool. And he was like, yay. And I'm like, I completely lost all respect for you as a friend. Like, you actually bought Legos for $20.
Chris, degrading Chris has been a thing you've done every episode this season.
And I will continue doing so, mind you.
We're creating every episode, Barry has to make an appearance. Every episode, I have to talk more than you do. And every episode, Chris has to be insulted by you.
And every episode, I have to say that I'm quitting the DuckCast. And now I can keep saying I'm quitting it for another podcast because that's now going to be another thing. What we need to happen, by the way, once I do like episode 3 or 4 of Metal Mouth Says Stuff that you're going to be on, or whatever episode you want to be on, you know, whatever time in that episode, we got to make a joke like, oh, I'm going to quit, Zach. You're going to quit too. Something like that. We got to keep the DuckCast jokes on Metal Mouth, keep this whole podcast universe. You get what I'm trying to say here? We got to create this thing. We got to get a good guy. We got to get a villain. We got to get a plot. We got to get a love interest. We got to get those side characters. We need filler episodes. Just don't yawn at my creativity. That yawn came at the perfect time, too. I don't know if that was authentic. It probably was. You were a little... That's method acting, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually really bored by what Zach was saying. Alright. Alright, let's...
Wait, hold on, Zachary.
The last 6 minutes has been nothing but, like, nonsense. What?
I have to get a photo for our scrapbook.
Does that actually work? Like, tell me if you're actually going to be taking a picture right now.
I'm going to take a picture right now.
Okay.
Dude, this is a good camera, by the way. It's my dad's, and I've been, like, messing with it.
I have a camera, like, with a lens. Hold on. Let me get it. I remember my dad had this in my closet, kind of like your story, but, like, it has this little case with it. Pops open and stuff. How do I get this thing out? Oh, it's, like, tied.
I get focus.
Yeah, look at this thing. It's, like... has this weird dial here and all that. Look at, what is that dial? With this silver line here? I don't get it. Konica. What's your brand, Mike? You think you're better than Konica? Gonna ignore me?
It's Samsung.
Samsung made... Oh. Huh. Oh, I forgot this camera, like, sheds things on it. Oh. You're gonna stay silent for the whole thing? Ironically, after you've been talking a bunch, and I should really be taking reins like a responsible adult. A responsible co-host, I should say.
Exactly. I'm just trying to focus. I'm sorry. The camera won't focus. I can't, like, set focus.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be putting up... Oh, oh my god. Please, I'm in the shower.
These aren't coming out good.
Good. Here, I'll take out this toothbrush that my mom got me that I never used, and I'll... Yeah.
Don't you dare end this episode.
Oh, not yet. Until there's something worth stopping for. Gonna keep this for another hour. This will be longer. This will be 3 hours long, longer than the finale of Season 1. Mike, please.
I got it. I got it to work.
Alright, now send me that photo and we'll put it up. And then that'll be the final picture. So gay. Alright. So finally we will end you with the logo for Metal Mouth Says Stuff. Coming soon to a channel near you. Literally, it's in the featured channels list of Exploding Duck Brigade. Go check it out on Ziff Prod.
Are we done?
I'm gonna be brain dead like Stephen Hawking someday. That was a bit.
Are we still recording?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Quit it out, Peter Parker. I'm in the shower. I made that joke already, except with the Peter Parker part. That makes me funnier, right? God.